everybody, and welcome to Mint Haven and the Ashwood. My name is Christian, and I am your Dumpie Master for the evening, joined once again by a fantastic group of people who I'm definitely not going to slowly traumatize over our 4-episode miniseries. Last episode, we met our players, Dole, who smells like a beaver and is an expert deceiver, Marin the cat, who ate a giant rat, Derry the mushroom man, who held a bunny in his hand, Roisin the wolfkin, who doesn't quite fit in, and Bucket, the new judge in the city, hoping to make things a little less shitty.
Damn. Damn.
I love doing the rhymes. That was awesome.
Spitting balls, my guy.
Great. That was impromptu too. That was amazing.
Heck yes.
Our group slowly found their way into the Ashwood before being whisked away by a mysterious mist, fighting zombie wolves, meeting the Ashwarden, and the Ashwarden pointed at Mint Haven as a large orange mushroom cloud lit up the sky before all sounds faded and the mist slowly went back down. But before we get into our session, let us meet our players. Please, players, you're going to introduce yourself, your characters, and then I want to know your character's earliest memory. Also, we have a redemption. Glassity Knuckles has redeemed Hope for Alex. So for the people listening, as this is a podcast, we're doing this live on Twitch, and I added in the ability to redeem so that they can give hope or fear. First, we're going to meet Dole, the Gooman.
Hi guys, you can find me at twitch.tv/Logicalyew, where I am doing all kinds of games all the time. But I am playing Dole tonight, a Gooman, a goblin human assassin, and his earliest memory is a goblin ass in his face. Just one of his brothers, just playing a silly prank on him as a baby.
Super quick in there, I also just got redeemed to get some fear so that I wouldn't be sad.
Oh no!
Thank you. Let us also meet Marin the Furbolg.
Alrighty. Hi, I'm Zira. I do not really exist much on the internet outside of this, but Christian's been trying to kill me in Daggerheart for a few weeks now, and it's been fun to continue that. I'm playing Marin the Furbolg Druid today, and Marin's earliest memory, I think, was there was a bright light, and then someone hit her.
Ow.
She has a very good memory.
Oh. Anyway, me and Zira played together in person, and I just printed off, 3D printed our minis, and got them all spray painted, and they're almost ready to go. Super excited for that. Too much free time. Anyway, let's meet Derry the Fungril.
I'm Dari. So I'm Aelxbomb, misspelled, of course, because I am horrendously dyslexic. And I stream on Twitch as well as do YouTube and have a newsletter where I once a month send out things for you to peruse. Anyways, I am playing Dari, who is a fungril, who is I guess the easiest way to call him is an abject failure. He's a bum. He doesn't do anything. Who is just now in his life at his ripe old age of adulthood, discovering hope and what it means to have meaning to life and all of that kind of stuff. And I thought about this because you asked us a little while ago, probably 30 minutes ago, and I was like, damn, what is his first memory? And I bet you anything, his first memory is his parents telling him that he is a failure and that he's never going to amount to anything. It's probably his parents scolding him for like not doing something, but like not scolding in the way the parent should, scolding in the way that does the opposite of what the parent wants. Yeah, that.
That's so sad. Well,
I'm sorry, I killed it.
I'm glad that Dari is learning about hope because my job here is to teach him about fear.
No.
Oh, please God.
And we have also Roisin the wolfkin, whose name we mispronounced a million times last episode.
That's what I get for picking a name like that. Okay, it was my fault. But yeah, I am Lupine or Reika. I am not a streamer, so I don't have anything to plug, but I am playing Roisin the Wolfkin. She is a outcast among her people and most of the people of Minthaven because of her looks, because most of the other wolfkin around her are much more human and she's more wolfy and like it kind of freaks people out. And her first memory is playing with her bushy tail and like realizing that she has a tail that other people don't really have a tail, and she's just like, this is great, it's warm and fuzzy and he.
Well, somebody really, really liked your backstory, apparently, because they just was deemed to give you hope as well, Roshin.
Oh, how sweet, thank you.
All right, and last but not least, we've got Bucket the Clank. Bucket, tell us about yourself.
Hi, I'm playing Bucket today, who is a Clank Call of the Element sorcerer. My name is Baxwell Fix on Twitch, and I stream a lot of Warhammer content. I stream a lot of funny demos, and I also paint minis on stream. That's one of my favorite things to do on stream is paint minis. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I think Bucket's first memory, because Bucket would be technically the youngest member of the party right now, because he's only been active for about 3 years. And he has a lot of memories from that time, but I think the one that stands out the most to him was the first time he learned to do magic, and it was an illusion spell to help create a visual of what he thinks has happened during an event of a courtroom, and everyone's just in awe of him casting this illusion to create like the record and just this look of pride on his father, who was a judge's face.
I am very curious about the mechanics behind how Clanks reproduce, but we won't get into that here, and we will leave it up to the imagination. Glass City Knuckles is rich and just gave Dole, Bucket, and Marin hope as well. So hope for everyone.
Yay.
I think that should mean that I get more fear as well, right? No. I'm just kidding. So you're all in the forest. You just saw this giant mushroom cloud. The mist begins to settle down. As the mist settles down, this mushroom cloud disappears from your sight. The trees almost seem to move back into place. They had almost moved out of your way so you could get a direct line to Minthaven, and everything slowly starts to settle. You hear birds chirping, and you see the sun beginning to rise in the distance. It's weird. When you entered, it was just beginning to be nightfall. You've only been in the forest for maybe 20, 30 minutes. As you look around, you see that you are standing very close to a nearby lake.
Hey, I'm sure that was fine, right? That meant nothing bad.
I'm sorry, did we not see Minthaven explode like 2 seconds ago?
I'm sure it's fine. Just a trick of the magic, yeah? No?
Oh, that actually happened.
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, good news, at least the silver lining. I know that there's a hunting cabin nearby.
If that actually happened, wouldn't we be able to see the glow from here now? We're not that far from town.
I could try to get up in the trees again.
You know, once I put my arm back on, I could join you up there. Just needs to take a few.
Oh, yeah. And then I'll Batman my way up.
Is nobody else freaked out by the fact that time seems to be working differently? I thought we were not here for very long, but look, it's night!
I think I'm more concerned with the giant explosion that just happened.
I know a few people who could go up in flames.
Look, I can kind of tell whenever things are like, illusions and hallucinations. This is not a hallucination. The sun is actually rising.
Side note, can I use my arcane sense just to see if there's any magical people or objects nearby?
Yeah, of course. Can you read to me how that works? Is it just like
It literally just says you can sense the presence of magical people and objects within close range.
You turn on your magical awareness, and it's curious. It feels like there's a light magic kind of everywhere that's slowly dissipating.
Like the aftermath of an explosion?
More like the mist leaving.
Whenever I customized those experiences, one of the experiences was Fauna Lover, because I've eaten a lot of mushrooms and stuff in the area. I wanna look at the fauna in the flora and fauna. I just said fauna, but I want to look at the flora and fauna in the range that we are in right now. Is it similar to what is in the forest whenever I normally go out here to get high?
So what I'll say is I'm going to get you to roll your choice of instinct or knowledge. And if you would like to use your experience, you have to use this before you roll. But you spend a hope, and then you can add your experience to the total. As well, if anybody else wants to use a hope, they can also give Dari a advantage on this roll.
Spend a hope.
And an advantage would be a d6.
11 with fear.
You take a look at the ground, and Mint Haven is known for the mint that grows like grass all throughout, but as you start to get into the Ashwood, the mint becomes way more sparse, and it starts to give root to other types of wildlife, or fauna, sorry. What would the correct term be, my druid?
Flora.
Flora.
I think I meant flora.
It makes more sense with flora. As you start to take a look around, you start to see things seem a little more overgrown than they were yesterday. You see mushrooms that are pollinating on some of the bases of birch bark trees where they've ballooned in size to the size of volleyballs. You see grass is growing in patches. Some of it's growing past your knees. Compared to the normal foot traffic that would go through these forests, that would help whittle it down. This seems strange.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Roro. And I'm gonna hold her shoulders. Okay, there's two options. We teleported or time. Time has moved. But either way, I have this bag of mushrooms, and I feel like it might be really beneficial for us to take them. And I pull out a little baggie of dried mushrooms. I just feel like maybe we'll get more bearings.
Okay, this is my sweet little mushroom brother. You know I love you, but this is not the time for one of your funny dreams.
Okay, I'm sorry.
And your funny dreams is what got us in here in the first place. But I don't think that's gonna help. Although you might be onto something about something going on with time, cause it's like almost done now, and I didn't think we were in this forest for that long, and clearly you're seeing something that's making you think time might have moved around. That's not normal in this forest, is it? I don't remember that.
Well, typically people walk through the forest and they stomp on the mushrooms and they stomp on the grass, right? And I kind of like scoot her over to the spot where I was investigating. The grass isn't stepped on. And those mushrooms aren't dying, they're pollinating, which means that nobody's been here for a while. I say we either moved deeper into the forest or time sped up around us. Either way, both things can be concluded from my little bag, but you don't want it. It's fine. Never mind. I just
don't have to deal with Carl's daily reports anymore, so I'm happy.
So, time? Did we just time? I don't know. I'm not high enough for this.
Sorry, she puts her head in her hand and she's like, neither am I.
Can I make a roll to see if the old chronometer's changed at all?
I'm not going to make you roll for that. You feel the exact same as you were a few moments ago and yesterday. Outside of, getting really hurt.
Yeah, I mean, I don't feel any difference. Decides a little, and you just, as you watch, you see a spark come from his neck. Like it's just like, okay, we need to get me repaired.
I could do that. It's in-field repairs, but well, now my arm's back. Bucket, get over here.
Now that I'm up in the treetops again, does it look like the mist has dissipated at all?
As you crawl to the top of the treetops, this would be an instinct roll as well. There's information I'll give you no matter what, but depending on how well you roll, I might give you additional information.
10 and 7, 17 with hope.
17 with hope. You gain that hope. As you take a look around, you do see on the far side of the lake, mist lingering. You also see a cabin. It's hard to make out anything with the cabin from the distance you're at. And as you turn and look back at Minthaven, you can see the bird's nest, the tall spire where Clover was living, peeking out over the treetops. It doesn't look damaged.
Oh, it doesn't look damaged. Mist is thinning. There's mist on the north side of the lake. I see the cabin. Clover's house is still standing, and it looks like it's completely untouched.
We'll
Do
go
we go
back
up
to
to
Minthaven.
Do we go up to Clover's?
Yeah.
Go to Clover's. We could check out that hunting cabin. We're right here.
But one problem at a time. Bucket, I'm taking a look at you. And I'm going to spend 3 hope and use regeneration.
Oh, okay.
And as little vines and shoots start to knit nuts and bolts, maybe not flesh as usual, back together, you do regain 3 HP.
That's really neat.
That's really cool.
Nice.
Okay, I've only got a couple of scuffs. The emblem across my chest is still not there anymore. It's just blank. It's like, well, that's unfortunate. I'm nameless.
Give me a few seconds, and I'll try and druid craft your name onto if you forget it.
It's all good. I don't think I'm going to forget my name.
You
Oh,
just
that's
like
not why you wear that? Okay. Sorry, I had a brother who did that.
Oh, no. This is more so people knew what kind of unit I was back up. And where at Bloomington, there was a lot of robots that looked kind of alike, and this was just a way that they could determine which one I was.
That seems mighty unfair.
Well, you're a robot in a world full of flesh bags. You could do what you got to do.
All right, what's the plan? Do you guys want to go to the hunting cabin? Do you guys want to go back to Minthaven?
I mean, if the hunting cabin's just, hop, skip, and a jump away, maybe looking at the ground a little bit more might be a little nice. Maybe I can talk to some mushrooms and ask them what the fuck is going on.
The ones in your pouch might not be too talkative.
No, those are dried up. Yeah, talk to the mushrooms. Ask the mushrooms if it's safe to go to the cabin.
Alrighty, I will actually talk to the mushrooms. So for this one, I'm using nature's tongue. I can speak the language of the natural world. When I want to speak to the plants and animals around you, I make an instinct roll with a threshold of 12. On a success, they give you the information that they know. And on a roll with fear, their knowledge might be limited or come at a cost. Hooray. You were complaining about not having enough fear, right? That is a 20 with fear.
A 20 with fear.
11 on the fear die.
Whew. You lean down to this volleyball-sized mushroom, and from everybody's perspective, it just looks like Marin is just staring intently at this. Marin, from your perspective, there's like popping noises as 2 little eyes and a mouth appear, and a weird twirly little mustache on this mushroom, and it goes, "Oh, well, I dare say, are you interrupting my nap?"
Yes, and I'm very sorry about it. I'm sure that you'll be able to take another one soon enough.
What is it you want? Get to it. I must sleep. I'm tired.
Do you know how long we've been standing here?
Well, there was this weird mist, and then you all suddenly appeared.
Okay, so we've barely been here any time at all. Thank you. That's distressing. It's much appreciated.
Yes. Yes, there hasn't been many people here for quite some time.
When was the last time someone came through, if you don't mind me asking one more question to you? You're being very indulgent.
He turns to the mushroom beside him. Wife mushroom, do you recall? Oh dear, I think it was something like, I don't know, my great-great-great-great-grandmother mentioned it. I don't even remember. Are you coming back to bed, darling? Stop talking to the weird guy. I'm sorry, she gets quite angry when she doesn't have her sleep, as do I. And he spits on your face. From everybody's perspective, the mushroom just makes a farting noise. Can you mark me as stress?
I love these mushrooms.
Oh, I'm going to roll a d6 to see if I have to. I don't.
Your names for the mushrooms are hysterical, Bucket. My celibate is wife
mushroom?
button.
Oh, that's cute. You manage to dodge out of the way of this little puff of gas, and you start to hear weird snoring sounds coming from the two mushrooms as their eyes disappear from your view and your spell fades.
Well, they're grouchy, but the good news is that we just arrived. Like,
Oh,
literally.
fantastic. So we have been teleported? I called
Yes.
it. Fucking called it. Yes.
Wait, the mushrooms
no.
are grouchy?
Yes, we're interrupting their
Oh,
sleep.
I'm terribly sorry, mushrooms. Wait, why am I talking to the mushrooms? They can't understand me.
Yeah, mushrooms tend to be grouchy. So, I want to go to the cabin or do we want to go home? Because if we've been teleported, I don't know if we're going home, man. So maybe we should just go to the cabin.
Since
I am
you
taking
were
some
right
pads.
about the teleportation thing, Dari, you want to hotbox the cabin?
Yay!
I'll actually
Hotbox the
join you
cabin!
this time.
Hotbox the cabin! Hotbox the cabin!
She looks at the rest of the group and she just mouths, now he'll move faster.
So he goes
Ah.
over to the goblin person, to the little goblin guy, picks up the goblin, sets him in the direction that he thinks the cabin is, and goes, hotbox the cabin, hotbox the cabin, hotbox
It's
the
not
cabin.
that way, and I turn the right way and start walking.
Oh, hotbox the cabin.
You guys start to walk through the forest as the sun begins to rise. You hear a couple birds twittering here or there, but largely no other animals are seen. Eventually, you come across the cabin. You see a single-story cabin with a large chimney. It is made of logs. There is one big door right in the front, and there are some large windows facing towards you. Notably, the front door is cracked open, and the inside is very dark.
Roshin,
What's
have
up?
you noticed how few animals there are in the forest? It's weird.
Yeah, kind of. And as you're looking up at her, you can see her muzzle, her teeth are on edge, and she's showing teeth. It's kind of making me nervous. And she does a little anime shiver up her spine. They're much more chatty usually.
You said the door was cracked open?
Yes, it is.
Alright, I'm gonna go up to it, and can I make a instinct check to listen in?
Yeah.
I want to see if I hear any movement before just kicking the shit in. Oh, that was almost a crit, but that's a 6, and that's a 9. 15 with fear?
So much fear this episode.
I now have 4 fear. You walk up. There's a little 3-step to get to the landing, and you go towards the door. You make note. The window, just on the inside, of the door, you can see the light coming from outside, and it's just covered in a layer of dust. And as you put your head closer to the door, in the back of your mind, you hear...
Ah.
Is this everyone hears that at the back of their brain, or just
Dole. And
Just
Dole,
Dole.
from within this dark cabin, you don't hear anything else.
I kind of sigh and then look out to the forest. Okay, the marching band from hell is playing in my head. Sure, that's fine. I slowly open the door a crack and then I slip in.
The door creaks open,
I don't know.
and sunlight begins to spill into the room. You see a large, very comfortable looking sofa set up in the center of the room. There's a large floor rug with a wooden coffee table. You see there's some cards, playing cards left out on the table. You see a mug of beer that is half drunk. And you see everything is covered in an inch of dust. There's other knickknacks and what have you that you would find in a cabin as well. Leaning up against the sofa is a backpack.
Okay, I'm very, very cautiously make my way to the backpack, trying to leave as little footprint as possible.
Almost an impossible task given how dusty the floor is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You get right up to the backpack. From your new vantage point here in more of the center of the room, you can see that the game that was being played was solitaire, and you can see that the beer has a bunch of mold growing in it.
Minute. Okay. I'm gonna search this backpack and see if I can find that ring.
Yeah. You go looking through this backpack, and you do find almost immediately a photo of Esmeralda and her husband, this dwarven man named Michael. And as you start to look through his bag, you find other knickknacks and stuff of a bygone marriage. You do find the ring that you were looking for tucked into an envelope, and you also find a curious little vial filled with a white powder. You recognize this as snap powder. It is good in a fix. This is an actual Daggerheart item, snap powder. You can mark a stress to gain 1 HP.
Copy.
And as you pull out this ring and you're looking at it, you hear a thump sound from below you.
Okay.
What are the rest of you doing as Dole is entering this cabin?
Did my wolf ears hear the thump?
If you're inside, yes. If you're outside,
no.
probably not.
Okay, just checking. No, I'm still outside.
I would just be stalling. I would just totally be stalling. That's all.
Can I make an instinct roll just to see if what could have potentially happened here?
Yeah.
Yep. And that's a 9 with hope.
9 with hope. Are you doing this from inside or outside?
I'll do it from in the doorway so I get the best view of the whole cabin.
You go in the doorway, and you see the door has a little window on it. You reach one of your robotic fingers up and swipe it across the window and just clear off a bunch of the dust. Wind and stuff has cleared some of the dust from the window outside, but it's still thick and heavy. It has been quite some time since somebody has entered this cabin.
Well, Dari, it looks like you were right. It appears like it's time travel.
Yeah, because... Quick question, Christian. Sorry, guys. She said he hasn't been gone for very long, right?
A day or a week or something. It was a very short period of time, yeah.
But judging by the amount of dust here, I'd say quite some time.
I won't go in the cabin, but I would do a perimeter walk around the cabin. Do I see anything in particular, like an exit door or like chopped wood or like rotting wood or
roll me
anything that indicates
instinct.
Yeah, I forget that we
Roshi
have to
would be
roll.
walking with him.
Okay, will you help me?
Yes, I'm happy to spend a hope to help you, actually. I have quite a few of them.
My extra dice was a 1, my fear dice was a 10, and my hope die was a 7. So you get another fear.
Okay, so that's an 18.
18.
As you're strolling the perimeter, you come to the back, and you do see a pile of chopped wood, and you see an axe, its blade completely buried in a log. As you go over and pull the axe handle out, the entire blade is so rusted that with almost no force, you pull and lift the handle up, and the entire blade just crumbles away to rust, leaving you just holding a wooden handle.
I think he would just have the handle in his hand and just look at it and look at Roro and be like, okay, maybe it's been a long time. Maybe it's been a really long time. And he went, I don't think this guy is here. I don't think the guy's here.
Another thump from below ground.
Yeah.
Speaking of the guy being here, I think Marin would have gone with Dole. A little bit less careful about dust and trying to leave no trace. But a comforting, if somewhat hunched, presence in a rather short cabin.
You hear that?
Yes, I do. Does this cabin have a cellar?
That's what I was going to look for next. Can I look for any hidden doors?
Sure. Roll me... I guess knowledge makes the most sense here.
Okay.
I'm spending a distance for that one.
Okay, and then question for you, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
I have an ability from my assassin class feature. It's called Get In, Get Out. Spend hope to ask the GM for either a quick or inconspicuous way in or out of a building or structure. Can I spend 2 hope to instead get advantage to look at a hidden door?
I'm okay with that, actually. So what you're doing is you're using experience to know lay of the land and where a hidden door might be, and you're spending 2 hope to do that. I'm fine with that. So you're going to get advantage from that, and you'll also get advantage from Bucket using from helping you.
By the way, I'm going to get really concerned whenever I see that hatchet. I'm going to take row and I'm going to start going back to the front of the house. So
Okay.
tell me whenever I'm at the front.
15 with hope.
15 with hope. You
Barely with hope.
you push the coffee table aside and flip up the floor mat. You see directly on the wooden floor a little latch. It's locked, and you can tell that it leads to a cellar that is underneath this house. I'll say right as you discover that is when Dari and Roshin end up back around at the front of the house.
So I'm gonna poke my head in and I'm gonna be like, your man's gone. There's no way he's here.
This is very much
I
like
wouldn't be
the Evil
surprised.
Dead cellar, if you need an image.
Oh god. Okay.
Disgusting. No, I'm gonna be like, this man's gone. He's not here.
No.
There's no way.
There's
It's been too
something
long.
underground.
A loud thump on this cellar door
is.
from below.
Michael, is that you?
Silence.
Esmeralda sent me.
Still silence.
Draw my.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my arcane gauntlets ready.
You said it's locked. Shit, I don't have anything. I don't have picks.
I
So
have
when you
strength.
I will
when you say it's locked, is it like a padlock or like
it's a
how's it
padlock,
locked?
an incredibly rusted padlock.
Can I smash it with my axe?
Yes, just roll me strength.
Well, she's distracted and nobody's looking. Dari is gonna take a tiny, tiny chunk of the mushrooms and eat it.
That is a 13 with hope.
As everybody else is feeling intensely disquieted by everything that is happening, Dari, you feel happy, and you see a bird fly in front of you, and it's quite nice.
It's fine. It's fine. There's a bird.
It hits,
Finally, we see, nature.
it hits really quick. Actually, Dari, interestingly, something seems weird with this bird. It seems a little bit like its wings are kind of longer than normal, but like horizontally long, not vertically long. And it kind of like ruffles and flaps away. Weird.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't quite get a good look at it because, the mushrooms kick in really quick. I'm assuming when a mushroom person eats mushrooms, it's just like immediate.
We can just pretend.
And Roshin, sorry, what did you roll?
A 13 with hope.
13 with hope. That lock shatters, and the loud sound of you slamming your axe into the ground leaves a deep groove in the wood, and the sound echoes throughout this cabin.
So much for discretion.
Maybe you guys should let me go down there first. Twitches her ears.
You see
Sure.
the cabin door, the cellar door, slowly begin to lift.
I'm not doing that, guys.
I'm rolling back and pulling out my rapier.
Yeah.
I'm getting my
I'll do
arcane
it.
gauntlets. I'm getting really
I'll-
good for Rain of Blades.
As it starts to lift up, you see a spindly hand.
Oh fuck.
Like-
Oh no.
The oldest, just bone and flesh with no meat hand reaches out into the dusty floor, and another spindly hand lifts up a little bit, and you see gray hair, ashen skin, milky cataracts, and a voice go, "You said Esmeralda sent you?"
Oh shit. Yeah.
Put your shit away.
Yeah, and I'll step forward.
It's been a long time that I've been here.
How long have you been here? Because time's a little soupy right now, and we're all a little confused.
I lost track after 50 years.
Hey, so, hate to tell you this, Chief. For us, it's been a day since you left.
That's not good. You see, he's got one hand holding it up, one hand on, so you can only see him from the chest up. He is completely shirtless, so you can see just the bones. Everything's like sucked in. He's so gaunt looking, except for this massive bushy gray beard and scraggly gray hair that he has. Just like this wild look in his eyes, and he just stares off at the ceiling and just freezes as he ponders.
Do you need help out of that hole, buddy?
Want some food?
You really gonna give him mushrooms?
No, not mushrooms. No. I carry muffins with me, and he pulls out a muffin. I have emergency muffins.
He, with an unnatural grace, like a spider, lunges out of this cellar when his legs like creaking and cracking over his shoulder as he skitters over to you and grabs from your hands, and he goes, "Thank you." And
I have 3 muffins, so if you want more muffin.
He eats it in one go, including the wrapper. Just.
You could just poop that out. It's fine.
Yes. I've been living on the canned goods down there.
Have you been, like, trapped down in the cellar?
Yes.
Was it by choice?
Wait. Who
locked you
there?
in?
I followed a kid in a red shirt.
Christian, you little shit.
I stand vindicated.
That sounds like the child that we were chasing when he ran into the woods 50 years ago for you.
Yes, that does sound
Hey,
like
for
him.
us.
A little shithead. I knew him from around the village. It seemed like he wanted to be friends with everybody, but nobody wanted to be his friend.
And nobody knew his name. From what I
No.
recall from y'all talking about him.
Well, when I was following him, this strange mist came. And, well, I ended up here, so I just came to the cabin. I came downstairs and, well, I don't know who trapped me, but something did.
50 years would be too long for tracks. That's a shame.
Yes.
Nobody else can tell this because once again, Dari is just learning these emotions. But Ro can tell that Dari is freaking the fuck out. Dari is being face to face with mortality. Like, this guy's really like mortality to him and survival instincts and stuff, and he has none of that. And he's like existential crisis city. Doesn't help that he also microdosed, but existential crisis city.
Did you hear any voices when you were locked in there? Or any snare drums?
You see, the second you mention snare drums, his head whips and looks at you, and he skitters over to you, putting his hands on your shoulders, his milky, cataracty eyes directly in front of your face, and his just disgusting breath going into your nose, and he goes, "Every night."
Michael, was it? Do you remember me?
Yes, you're that lawyer robot, I believe.
Yes, I was the judge for the town. You said 50 years ago.
Yes.
Well, Dari, looks like you were right.
Give or take. It's hard to count in the dark. I counted by sleeps.
So we need to figure out whatever this is fast before this, pointing at Michael, happens to us.
Is
I think
my wife okay?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, she is.
When we left, definitely.
She asked me to come find out what happened to you.
I'm glad she cared enough.
we could make the trip back to her.
Try to get you out now.
I can carry you.
well, I think maybe we should go first, just make sure it's okay, because we don't know what the town's going to be like now.
If he stays here, though, and something else happens, he could age another 50 years by the time we get back. He could be a pile of bones.
Well, it's daytime right now, isn't it? So maybe things would be a little bit easier.
Yeah, the mist was retreating a bit.
You all came
Yeah.
into the house, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, we're all in the house.
Well, fuck.
You turn and look at the door, and you cannot see out of it because of the mist.
Fuck.
I try to step outside the door.
You step into the mist.
Okay.
You immediately get engulfed in it, and you see Roisin just disappears from sight. Roisin, you can tell if you step back right now, you'll be fine.
Gonna
I
do
don't
that
think-
immediately.
Yeah, I would immediately be going after her. I'm going to take an object from the inside the house, like a candle or something, and I'm gonna toss it into the mist, not so super far away, but that far enough to where it's in the mist, but I would hear it if it crashes. I would hear it if it drops.
You hear it clatter onto the ground like a dull thump as it hits the forest floor.
Okay. We'll just wait for this to pass. And then he grabs Roisin, pulls her inside, closes the door, locks it, and then turns around to everyone else and goes, "So, I have 2 muffins."
Okay. Can't stay holed up here in here for too long.
I don't really have a stomach, so you guys go nuts.
The main problem is if we're gonna try to wait this out, this could happen to us.
Michael, do you have you like before you got locked in the basement? Did you know if the mist dies down at any point whilst you're in here?
No, I'm sorry.
It's
But-
okay. You just
I was working on a tunnel in the basement.
I can do it.
Where?
how far did you get?
Every day for 50 years I worked tirelessly. I don't know how far, but I'm sure it's close to Minthaven.
I want to try something, Christian.
Okay.
Michael, friend, if you're traumatized, I wouldn't look at this. I want to use my uncanny disguise.
Mm-hmm.
I can mark a stress, and I can decide to don the facade of a humanoid I can picture in my mind. I want to turn in to the Ashwood Warden, and I want to see if the mist reacts to the disguise as if it's linked to the Ashwood Warden.
You change into the Ashwood Warden. Your rotting face, the red shirt, the very important looking hat. Can you roll me presence?
Yes, I can. I have advantage on this roll because of the disguise. Ooh, 20 with hope. Oh, wait. Oh, I forgot to add my presence. 22 with hope.
A 22
Yeah.
with hope. You hear from the cellar and a little voice go, "Help," almost echoing from deep within.
Did everyone else hear that?
Did we hear that?
Yeah, did we?
Everybody heard that. And at that moment, you see Michael look into the face of the Ashwood Warden, and he goes, "No, no, no, it's all a trick. It's a folly. This can't be." He starts tearing at his hair, just like ripping it out
Oh.
in clumps. And he like skitters away from you, his eyes darting around. And he jumps through the window, just a loud crashing noise. And you see him just engulfed by the mist.
Okay. And I dropped the disguise. Huh. Okay. Well, that didn't work. I was seeing if it reacted to the warden itself. Hey, Bucket, can you... You seem to be a magic type. Is the mist itself magic? Can you check that?
Can I spy arcane sense on that?
Stronger than ever, the mist makes all of your alarm bells go off.
Oh my, this shit is crazy.
Ah,
I'm just gonna. Can I just like stick my head? Because I'm super curious about. I mean, Dari is super curious about this tunnel, but also that little help really is getting to Dari's feelings. So can Dari just stick his head in the hole in the seal in the cellar and see what's down there?
And can Roshin have like one hand around one of his ankles?
Sorry, give me 1 second. You stick your head down into the cellar, and just as your eyes begin to adjust to the darkness, you see at the far edge of your vision a kid in a red shirt just walk out of you.
Guys, the kid is in the cellar.
I don't know
I
if
just
that's a kid.
flip my head up. The kid is in the cellar. This is not the mushrooms. I swear, this is not the mushrooms.
I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a kid.
I don't think it's a kid either. I think it's the Ashwood Warden. I think it's
I'm gonna-
maybe like a puppet, but he's
I'm
in
gonna
the.
close
He's
that
Form of illusion.
cellar door.
Close the cellar door. Gary sits on it.
Okay. Okay. Do you think you could poke your head down and see if that's a magical creature?
Dari wasn't sitting on the side of the door, maybe.
Oh, sorry.
I'm just asking before we open it.
Okay, Dari, I'm gonna take a look down there. I'm gonna.
Okay. I hold on to Bucket's ankles, like Ro did for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna use my arcane sense again.
How far away can your arcane sense go?
It's within close range.
He's already outside of close range, as Dari saw him walking away. When you try and use your arcane sense, you get like the petering of magical energy before it disappears.
Okay, so yeah, that's an illusion. Tiny little. It got just out of range before I could get there, but I think I saw magical energy around
Can
the
you
kid.
roll me knowledge with disadvantage?
With disadvantage? So is that I just take away a d6?
Take away a d6, yeah.
Man,
Did I
what
see
you
the
think?
tunnel, by the way? Did I see like the tunnel?
Yeah, give me
The
1
tunnel that you
second and
talked
I'll let
about?
you know.
And then add a d6, but it'll be minus a d6. That's take away 7, so it'd be a 7 with hope.
You do not discern what type of magic this is, just that there is something magical in nature about this kid as he walks away. Dari and Bucket, as you've both looked down into the cellar, specifically what you've seen is one, shelves that are lining around the outside that have various stored goods on them. You also quickly saw a pile of garbage in a corner of just discarded cans and such like. There is an incredibly foul smell coming from this cellar, as I'm sure you can imagine a man trapped down there for 50 years would make. And you also see a small little shovel near the entrance to this hole, just stuck into the ground.
Okay, this might be really, really weird. But if you're not sure if that was an illusion, anything real would have left footprints of some kind.
Mm.
And I am a good tracker.
If you can handle the smell, be my guest.
Well, one of the things you learn with a good sense of smell is how to switch it off occasionally.
I wouldn't know. I don't have a nose.
Oh, it's quite interesting. There's a soft palate and you can raise it.
Are you
I don't
going
have
down
face,
into the cellar,
so-
Marin?
Cellar. Cellar time.
Marin goes down into the cellar. There's like a very steep staircase that you take down.
I really don't like someone going down into the cellar all by themselves whenever we just saw the red t-shirt guy in there, so I'm gonna
think
go
we're
down with
going.
them.
Yeah.
Okay, we're all going?
yeah.
Cool.
Everybody
Yeah,
goes
right
down
after
into the cellar.
Dari. Roisin looks up
wait,
at the ceiling, like,
wait.
someone up above, please help, and hops down the hole.
Before we go down, I am going to put something to block the door so nobody can close it on us as easily.
I was gonna rip the door off.
Or we can rip the door off. I don't want to get locked in here. I love you all to death, kinda, but like, yeah.
I love how this has just turned into a Scooby-Doo session so fast.
Just break it, throw it away. So it's just a gaping hole now. You all go crawling down into the cellar one after another. As you get down to the last step, you hear and you look up, and the hole you just came down has a mist floating above it.
Well, I guess we're not going back, guys.
Something's definitely weird.
Almost like an extra limb.
As you get down here, it is pure darkness, as the fog covers the hole and all daylight outside.
So, cat time? Cat track?
And who are you calling a dog, Bucket?
Honestly,
I know you're a wolf, but the joke is still there. It is literally Scooby-Doo.
Who's who though?
Oh my god, we are Shaggy and Scooby! We
And
are!
Legolas and Gimli, too.
Oh my god, amazing.
But now we got to decide between me, Dole, and Merrin, who's Velma, Fred, and Daphne.
Bucket's Fred.
Marin's
for
Velma
sure.
for sure.
Guess Dole's Daphne.
Wait, what?
So as I was
don't look at
saying,
Daphne.
it's a very dark cellar.
I think that Dari would approach the shovel to check if the shovel is similar to the axe.
I actually had one thing which came
Oh,
up
go
this
ahead, go ahead.
session, which is actually a very entertaining coincidence. Hey, Dole, do you still have that stick I gave you?
Yeah?
Right, can you put it somewhere near me? Just follow my voice.
Sure, here.
Wild touch. Or, yep, I can perform harmless, subtle effects, but that includes starting a campfire or some kind of fire. So at least we have one small flaming stick, which will burn for a while. Because it's a
Well,
pitch
I also have a
stick.
torch.
Well, fine, you could use the torch as well, but
And
Stick's
technically,
fun.
I am glowing.
Oh, you're glowing.
Yeah, because that's all the power from inside me. I'm just glowing blue.
Less dark in here than I thought it was originally.
As you start fires and glow and do all of your other things, light begins to fill this room. You see the light goes down the hallway. Dari, you go to look at the shovel, and you see the shovel is in surprisingly good condition, but you also see there's like a bottle of oil and a rag nearby, and you can tell that Michael was keeping care of this shovel. It was his only way out of here. As you stand up right at the entrance to this hole and look down it, you can see just on the edge of the light, the shape of a small child.
Sorry, just on the edge of what?
Just on the edge of the light, the shape of a small child in a red shirt, shadow cascading over his face. And you all hear, help.
Bug it.
Is he in close range?
Bug it.
No, this is
No. Okay.
very far.
I can't do it. I need to get closer for that.
Nope. No.
The figure seems to almost fade. Just
All
That's an illusion, right?
Well, let's go find out if it left perceivable tracks. Someone watch my back, and I'll go take a look at where it was standing.
I'm gonna ready my
On
arcane
it.
gauntlets just to be on the safe side. Just
Take out my quarterstaff.
do we want to do this as a group roll with Marin leading?
Honestly,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
just going to use Gifted Tracker
Yeah.
again.
Oh, okay, you can do
'cause
that too.
I could at least spend a hope and get us one answer and get myself +1 evasion against this thing when we actually have to finally deal with it trying to kill us.
instinct roll.
Which question are you asking?
I think I'm going to go for what were they doing in this location is the closest to sort of were they actually here?
You see, amidst Michael's feet prints, a pair of small child-sized shoe prints leading down this tunnel. When you get to where you saw the child disappear, it's as if the feet prints just disappear.
Hmm.
I have good news and I have bad news.
Okay.
The good news is that the child was here.
Yes.
I'm afraid that was also probably the bad news. But when we stop seeing the child seems to stop existing.
So it's a very detailed illusion.
No, it's real. But it's not.
Schrodinger's
Savvy?
child.
We're talking about like fairies? Are we talking about like pixies and fairies and jokes like that? Haha.
Sure, I think it's got a sense of humor. Not a particularly nice one.
I think we have no choice but to follow the kid. And
Yeah.
he'll back up. Is it still misty upstairs?
You take a look and it is still misty.
All right. Well, if we're really going down this hole after some kid who may or may not be real, I have a stipulation. And she reaches behind her back and she pulls out a bunch of coiled rope and she goes, "Line up. We're gonna tie ourselves together.
Ah, good idea.
Dari, you're
Yeah.
behind me.
I'm gonna lengthen the rope as well because I got some rope as well, so I'll lengthen that rope as well.
We all daisy chain ourselves.
Yep.
That's the plan."
You all tie together and begin to walk down this long hallway. As you walk forward, your various light sources flickering and shimmering. Behind you, you can see the mist starting to creep down the tunnel. You can't help but start to feel existential dread. What is happening? 50 years Michael's been trapped here. Will you be trapped here the same time? What's at the end of this tunnel? What happened to him when he jumped into the mist? As your heart begins to quicken in pace, everybody mark a stress.
Oh dear.
Boo.
Well, yep, I'll be marking that one.
And I will spend a fear for that. You get to the end of the tunnel.
I forgot to say, but I brought the shovel with me.
Nice. Okay. That's okay.
I'm going to spend 3 hope to use my Grim Resolve and clear 2 stress, so.
Nice. Dole, you've been in dark situations before. You shrug this off. You get to the end of this tunnel. It's crudely carved and seems to just stop. But you hear a voice say, up.
Like, we all hear that?
All of you hear. It's the same kid voice that you've been hearing. Just up.
I look up.
You just see dirt ceiling.
Okay.
I poke it with the shovel. Does it move? Is it solid?
When you poke it with the shovel, a little bit of dirt rains down onto your shoulder.
I mean, he looks around to everyone else. Is like, you want me to go up?
Can I make
I
a
guess.
very, very difficult instinct roll?
Why?
Could I make any estimation of which way we were going in the tunnel?
You already were kind of told this by Michael, that he was trying to dig a tunnel to Minthaven.
So something might want to get to Minthaven. Our little child friend, for example.
Oh, like something stopping him from getting to Minthaven, and he's using us to get into Minthaven?
Mm-hmm.
Possible.
Following the dark.
So are we not going to tell if Michael ever comes back? We're not going to tell. Are we not going to tell him about the explosion in Minthaven we just saw? Because that seems like kind of vital information he needs to know.
But Clover's Tower was still standing. No matter what
Clover's Tower was, yes, but the rest of the town wasn't.
That we know
about.
about?
First.
And I think
Yeah,
we have more pressing issues, don't you? We're in a dark hole with mist that's following us. I think we have
He
more
is right.
pressing issues.
I start digging up. Sorry,
No,
guys.
You start to dig, the dirt flowing past your shovel.
You can stop me. I mean, you can totally stop me. But I just, that's what Darcy is going to look at the mint, think about the pressing issues, and say, think in his head, we have no choice but to listen right now. We do not have an opportunity. There is no opportunity at this point. Yes, we are leading this guy straight to Minthaven, but what else can we do? We're going to die. And so, I mean, we could all jump into the mist rope together, but they're just going to disappear us without the rope.
Yeah, and at least to be fair, if we do go into Minthaven, we might have more people to help us fight.
Yeah.
Is there anything we could maybe leave to slow him down a bit? While someone's digging, rest of us could at least try and... I don't know. Dole, you like sneaky things? You've used traps before, haven't you?
What if we collect the tunnel behind us?
Less traps, and I more just talk my way to people, but, I could take a look.
I could Rain of Blades again, try and do something with that.
We don't want to bring the tunnel down on our heads.
Yeah, I start digging.
Yeah,
Unless
you're
anyone
right.
stops me. Anyone stops me, I mean, Dari's going to look at everyone and just be like, we have no other option.
Christian, I want to do a check to see if I can analyze his voice. I want to tell if he's trying to bait us into doing something potentially bad for our health. As someone who is used to talking my way into shit, can I use my killer for hire, which is I'm used to being lent out to those that can pay, and I'm used to negotiating and getting information on targets, and I want to use that to try and analyze what this guy actually wants from us.
This would be instinct as well.
Can I help with that and use my court official? Because I'm a lawyer, it's kind of obvious. I have to know when people are lying.
Dole, you've just been granted hope by one of our listeners.
Thank you. All right.
Oh, cool.
What's up? 14 plus...
With the advantage, you can't add your experience to it, but you can spend the hope to give him an advantage.
14, 16. You said instinct?
Mm-hmm.
And you said with advantage?
With advantage.
21. 21 with hope. Oh my god.
You're almost there. It sounds almost calming and friendly.
Does this seem genuinely friendly? Or does this seem, with my experience in negotiating and getting information and people to do what I want, does it sound like this is a ploy to get us to be calm and pliable and placated?
Doesn't sound like that to you in this moment.
Alright. I have had a lot of experience talking to people. This is going to sound really crazy, but I don't think the kid is trying to lead us astray.
As you're saying this, Dari, your shovel breaks through the ceiling.
I break through the ceiling, and I'm gonna look at everyone. I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
I
do
mean,
it.
the voice,
And I just
the voice isn't
start-
lying, from what I can tell.
I start clearing out a pathway.
You rip open a pathway, and sunlight begins to pour in the hole.
I'm going to lift myself up out of the hole and take a peek. Just a little peeksy.
Just outside of Mint Haven, there was a little meadow filled with mint and tiny little rabbits. And as you break out and climb out of this hole, you find yourself in that meadow. The same meadow where, not even a day ago, you were with Roisin. As you take a look around and everybody starts to climb out of the hole, you see Mint Haven very close by. All of the buildings intact, fences set up. The only difference is that there is no mint. It has gone barren.
Do we see any people or animals?
You don't see any people or animals.
Now, is everything gone? It's like dirt, or
There is still dirt, there are weeds, there are vines, there are other plant life, but specifically just mint has completely dissolved and disappeared. You don't know how. But the curious thing is that all of the buildings are still standing. Now that you have a closer look at them, however, you do see things like broken windows, cracked bricks, and things like that. Just more aged.
I think the first thing that Dari's gonna do is Dari's gonna look at Roisin and say, "Call the animals. Try calling the animals. See if they come to you."
That's a good idea. That would be my animal whisperer experience.
I'll say roll me instinct makes sense. We're doing a lot of instinct rolls, but roll me instinct.
Plus the 2, so that's 10 with fear, which feels appropriate.
You start to call out in the same way that you did before, looking around where there used to be bountiful mint at this dirt. You do hear a chittering noise in the distance, and you see over near where the fireball is, the library turned tavern. You see what looks like a bird fly in one of the windows. Just a small little blue flash. But around you, you don't see any rabbits, any possums, not even a butterfly.
Her voluptuous curly fur is standing on end. You've never seen her, Dari, look this freaked out before, as she just looks at the group and says, "I barely sensed one tiny little bird by the fireball. There is absolutely nothing else around us.
Okay.
This is not normal."
Then when we go to the fireball, right?
I could try one more thing. There's
Okay.
no mint, but there's other plants around, right?
Yes. You want to talk to a weed?
I'm gonna have a chatter with something around here and see what we can find out before we start rushing into things. So that's another instinct roll to go talk to either.
Why do I get the feeling Carl's the only one still alive and he's still complaining?
Can I use a hope to give advantage?
Sure.
Cool.
Ooh, so that's a 24 with hope.
Jesus. Do you want to talk to a weed or do you want to talk to a vine?
I will talk to a vine. One on one of the buildings, if possible, actually.
Okay. You get closer to Mint Haven. You find just like an old dormitory room that some people were using as a place to sleep. And you see a little vine hanging down, growing down the side of this building. And you hear the same as a little eyes and a mouth appear to you. And it goes, "Oh, hey, how's it going?
Hello, Harold.
Oh, I have a name. Oh, I'm good. I'm just hanging around."
Always putting down roots.
Yeah, you get the humor. Look at you. Ha ha ha. What's going on?
Gotta find jokes in times like these. Do you know where everybody went?
What do you mean? Everybody.
Well, there's still plants around and so on, but the people who, the annoying ones who try and come and cut you back and so on.
What?
When's the last time someone tried to
Who's
prove me?
that?
Interesting. How old are you?
Oh, I'm like 10
Suns or summers?
summers.
Okay, that's good to know. Thank you very much, Harold.
No problem.
I have bad news, people, and I have good news. The good news is I don't think I need to worry about my bar tab anymore.
Oh.
The bad news is that it has been over 10 years since we've been to Minthaven.
So it's been 50 years, hasn't it? It's been 50 years, hasn't it?
Maybe. Tough to tell. We'd need to find a bigger vine for that.
Just because you rolled really high on that, Marin, the vine that you talked to looks like it's a newer, younger vine.
But still about 10 summers instead?
This newer, younger vine has been alive about 10 summers. As you look up, you see it is growing off of a twisted mass of vines, some of them thicker than bucket.
Doyle.
Well, shall I make friends with the rest of the nest?
I say we go to the fireball. It's the only place we've seen signs of life.
What do you call this then?
Yeah.
I mean, true plants are life, but also, where's all the mint?
That is very strange. Can I go look in a window? I want to see how much dust or if there's any bones.
Yes. So we said that this was wrapping around a dormitory where people were living. You want to take a look inside of there. Roll me knowledge, I think it would be, for investigation. No, it'd be instinct again. We're doing a lot of instinct rolls. We should have all just been rangers.
That's that. As biased as a druid can be.
It's a very instincty episode.
9 with... No, I like 10 with fear.
10 with fear. I'm at 6, guys. You brush away some of these vines that are dragging towards an open window, and you take a peek inside. You see that the small little home is largely devoid of objects, except for a simple mattress sitting in a corner. You see like a hot plate that is extremely rusted and broken, and you see lying on the floor unceremoniously is a skeleton.
Okay. Well, that's a dead person. Can I... This is going to sound really weird. Having known my way around human anatomy, can I look to see if there's any injury to any of these bones? Like maybe from a blade like I would carry, or does it just seem to have been from age?
You're peeking in through the window. Do you want to go inside?
Oh, yeah.
Joel crawls inside to this first floor little bachelor apartment and goes up to this body. For the skeleton looks like it would have been some sort of humanoid creature, a more lifelike one like an elf or a human. Maybe about like an adult. Roll me knowledge as you look at this skeleton.
A crit!
Really?
Yeah.
A crit.
Hell yeah.
You gain a hope and clear a stress. What you've discovered is bad news, but it's providing you clarity nonetheless. You take a look at this body. The skin has rotted off so cleanly that it's just the bones left. And as you reach down to touch one of the bones, it turns to a powder against your touch.
Oh, that's not good.
Bones don't normally do that.
But
How old is this skeleton?
That makes me as a person not feel good, Christian.
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. Now my skin feels like it wants to crawl off of my bones. I'll stick my head out. Hey guys, you want to know something real fucked?
Maybe.
I found some bones in here, okay? They're so old they turn to powder when I touch them. Bones shouldn't do that for a long time. More than 50 years. Way more than 50.
Hundreds. Thousands.
Yeah. Yeah, we're talking hundreds, thousands of years, maybe.
Dari is gonna open up the next dorm over.
When you take a peek in this one, you see a similar story where you see two bodies are in here. Just two of these skeletons. They look like they're holding each other.
Folks, a strange thought occurs. What if we didn't go forward? What if we went back to before Minthaven?
Hey, now you're thinking.
If we
'Cause-
went backwards, then how come Michael was older?
Well,
Oh,
how
yeah,
long has he
true.
been in the past?
Maybe going underground affected time
But, like,
somehow?
if he got shafted into the past and then went forward 50 years and then met us, and then we got shifted further back into the past, is there anything that marks out this is the Minthaven we knew, aside from just the structures?
Can I look for academic books in, like, just start opening doors, looking for academic books or like some kind of literature that would indicate that we're in a, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'll say you go into this room with the two bodies holding each other. Your theory of are we in the past in your head, and you begin to look around this room. You open up a little cupboard, and you see inside it is a glass vial that you recognize as a little to-go product from the fireball.
Okay, I take this to Marin and I say, "This is you're patron of the fireball. This is from the fireball, right?"
Okay. Well, okay. That at least.
So,
cool. That
two
clears that
things you can get from this, Dari. One, that's a stamina potion. You can just add that to your inventory.
Sweet.
Two,
Thank you.
this can't be the past. The fireball didn't exist in the past.
Okay. That does clear it up, which means that the Mint left.
What if the explosion took out anything living?
But
And
then
there
the
wouldn't
vines
be
would be gone.
vines either.
But then again, we don't know how much time has passed since the explosion.
I still say that we should go to the fireball and see if there's any. I mean, that's the gathering place of our people. I think that if there's any information to glean on time or what was going on or what survived or what didn't survive, it's the fireball.
I think that might be a good idea.
It does seem that all the signs are pointing that way.
As you all begin to talk about wanting to go to the fireball, you hear a incredibly large thudding sound, and the ground shakes. You've all entered into this first floor dormitory. You see a shadow beginning to move outside of the wall. Outside where you just were in the meadow. It sounds like metal rubbing on metal.
I think I would tell everyone to get down, and I would tell the assassin can go have a peek see.
Yeah, I can. I would like to stealth to the window.
As you go to stealth to the window, can you roll me finesse?
Can I use my experience, small but mighty? I am used to being unseen
Yes,
and using that to my advantage.
100%.
11 with fear. I just rolled real shit, friends.
Oh dear.
Describe to me what you're doing to stealth in this moment.
So I'm using my size of. I'm already small, so I'm crouching and moving like really low to the ground, almost like a cat, like a predator, like a predatory stance. And I am trying my best to remain small. Is it very dusty in here?
Yeah.
I'm thinking maybe at one point I'm walking and a bunch of dust kind of goes in my face and I sneeze.
Sure. You are trying to creep along to see what this noise is that was outside. I'll say you even get up to the window and take a peek out. You remember off to the side of Minthaven some old artifacts. They were metallic and large with seats inside of them, and they were on these little metal wheels. And it didn't seem like a very productive contraption from ancient times. You see that contraption in front of you has sprouted these long metallic spider-like legs, these appendages, and it's clinking along the ground, its upper body swaying, and just the sound of the metal grinding against each other. You see the front, the lights flicker and turn on. The wipers on the front move in a jerked motion, and you sneeze. And this car turns and begins to gallop towards you and slams into the side of the building, just a horn blaring as it does it. Brrr! Slams into the building, destroys the window. You fall back as it looms over you. You see in the distance, one comes crawling down the side of a building of a dormitory, and the other one comes crawling from around behind another building and begin to also skitter towards you. And that's where we're going to end the session.
Christian the fuck dog.
Sake.
Oh yeah.
Spider Transformers.
I need to go look to make sure my car isn't a fucking spider.
Hello, my dumplings. Thank you for watching our fantastic episode. We look forward to many more adventures and many more stories in the future. We do stream them live on Twitch at dragon_teacup, so there are chances for you to interact directly with our stories. You can catch our Valbro campaign the first Tuesday of every month, our Oops Only campaign the third Wednesday of every month, and occasional other TTRPG content when scheduling allows. We also appreciate it if you share around with family, friends, loved ones, people you don't like, enemies, etc. Also, leaving comments and likes helps with making us stand out a little bit. All of our links are on our link tree, which is www.linktr.ee/thedumpstat. If you like the style of games that we do and want to get more involved, make sure to ask for the Discord in the stream chat. We are more than welcoming to newcomers and have a little community growing on there. And don't forget to stay dumpy.